I know it can be super frustrating when you want to sew an item of clothing or a garment, but you're just learning how to sew and you're feeling really overwhelmed, you don't know where to start. So today I've compiled a list of 50 free patterns that you can sew and wear. So these are all super easy, like even if you're a complete beginner or this is like your first or second project, you should be able to make something from this list. And they're also going to be super cute and really versatile and wearable. A lot of these projects are also great if you want to have like a 1-day make or like a 1-hour make. Some of these projects are so quick, honestly, you could probably bang them out in like 45 minutes. And also a lot of them only use like 1 to 2 yards of fabric. So if you want to use up your scrap fabrics or you also don't want to spend too much money on supplies, these projects will be great for you. I've broken this video down into a couple of categories, so we're going to be talking about tops, bottoms, dresses, and then 2-piece sets, and I'll have everything linked down below in the description box, like all the patterns and stuff, so if you want to make something you can. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first pattern I'm going to be talking about is this super cute halter top. I think this is a great first or second project because it's not too complicated and you can really test your skills with cutting like the cup size, and you can do the little gathering, but if you mess up a little bit on the measurements, it doesn't really matter because it's all tied up anyway, so you can tie it looser or tighter if you need to. The next pattern is this super simple top, but it has this cute little tie at the back. This is again a great pattern because it's super simple, you don't need to worry about sleeves or anything, and it just has this cute tie up back, so it's really size adjustable again. The next one is this really cute little camisole. You could keep it long, you could crop it if you wanted. It would be great as like a sleeping shirt, but it would also just be great every day. You could tuck it into jeans, you could just wear it out. Honestly, totally up to you. I think camisoles are super versatile, be a great first project. There's also this amazing bandeau top. I think this is a great top, it's so cute, and I actually made one and it's so versatile. You can literally tie it in like 20 different ways if you just tie the ties in different directions, and it's so gorgeous. It is a little bit complicated because you've got to like stack the layers in a certain way, but just read through the instructions a couple times, make sure you understand them, and then go forth and it should be completely fine. So I highly recommend this one if you like bandeau tops and like tie up tops. So when you're a beginner, literally anything boxy is going to be your go-to. I love this one because it's super simple again. There's like no closure method, so you don't have to deal with elastic or shirring or anything, and it's super easy to wear. You can just throw it on with your favorite pair of shorts or pants and call it a day. I've also seen a lot of people use really cool bold prints on these sort of tops, and it really shows it off because there's just so much like bare fabric, so I think it's a great option if you want to like show off some really cool fabric. You can just go ham with the pattern and then keep the design pretty simple. Really like this top. It kind of reminds me of the trend that was going around that was like milkmaid or like cottagecore kind of. It looks super cute. It kind of reminds me of like pirate, but in like a super cute way. I think it'd be great. You could even like lengthen the sleeves the entire way, or you could shorten them if that's more your speed. So there's also this tie up front top which is adorable. It looks super complicated, but it's actually really simple. There's a couple different fiddly bits, but I think if you just read through the instructions and take your time, you should be perfectly fine. So there's darts at the side that gives you that really nice bust shaping, and there's also this beautiful sleeves which I think is so cute. This person who made this pattern makes so many great patterns, so I highly recommend you check them out. I'll leave them linked down below. There's also this really cute tie up top. I think it'd be so gorgeous. It's got like these wide sleeves and it's just simple construction. You do have to put sleeves in, but that's pretty much the only fiddly bit you've got to do. And I feel like putting in sleeves isn't actually that difficult as long as you make sure that you've got like the right one on the right side. It's not actually that hard. There's also this really beautiful little top. I think it's so cute. It's just sleeveless and it's got this like wider neck, so I think it'd be really flattering and it would really show off like your collarbones and your jewellery. If you like long sleeves, I also found this puff sleeve top which I think is so cute, especially in the fabric they picked. Again, it's pretty simple. I think well, all these are pretty simple, but I think this one would be a great project if you like those sort of bigger sleeves because they look very dramatic and very professional, but it's not actually that difficult to do. So it's a great little hack if you want to make something that looks really extravagant on like low level sewing skills. So another thing you really want to get into if you're a beginner is shirring. So there's so many different shirring options. It's pretty much just when you put like elastic in your sewing machine and you just sew the elastic onto the fabric and it kind of bunches it up. It's so versatile, and once you get used to the shirring it's pretty simple. So there's a couple different shirring options in this video and I'll show you some more later on. But my favourite is this simple top. It's literally just a shirred panel and then you can put little straps on, and it's really easy to change up the straps. You can do like little spaghetti straps, you can do wide straps, or you can even do these super cute like bow straps where you literally just make like 2 straps instead of 1 and then just tie them together, and that's pretty much it. Or you could even add a cute little ribbon. So there's heaps of ways to customize these shirred tops, and they're honestly so adorable. I've seen so many of these tops floating around the internet on like Reformation and those sort of expensive brands. So why not make one yourself and make it unique to you and make it super pretty in whatever way you like. Another shirred top that I really like is this like cute little one, but it has these like little puff sleeves. I think it's adorable again, and this one has a pattern that you can print out, so if you find it difficult to like self-draft, then this one is great for you. There's also this super cute cami top which would be so easy to make, and I think it's really pretty. You can also make like the cute little bow straps which add another little detail, and I think it's super cute. And then lastly, I just got this like little boob top. I actually want to make this. I think it's adorable, especially in the fabric they picked. Okay, now we're on to bottoms. So I think one of the best beginner friendly projects that you can sew as a bottom is one of these tiered skirts, because they're so cute, they're so easy to make, and I think they're very versatile in your wardrobe. I've seen so many different ones that are so adorable. You kind of just need to know how to gather a lot of fabric, but once you've sorted out gathering, it's super easy. There's just like lots of tiers that you gather up, and that's pretty much it. But if you don't like this long one, I also found this like shorter one which I think is super cute. I kind of want to make one because I think it's so adorable. It'd be great to wear like over a swimsuit as like a cover up, or you could even layer it with like a sweater over top as more of a winter thing. So I think it's extremely versatile, and it'd be really easy as the shorter length because you don't need to gather as much fabric. Another skirt that's great for beginner is circle skirts. Basically you just like cut a circle out of fabric and then you turn it into a skirt, which I think is amazing. I've made a couple and they're so easy to make and they're so beautiful. They just hang so lovely. And you need to do a little bit of math, but there is a lot of calculators online that you just like input your waist and length of what you want the skirt to be, and that kind of just inputs what you need to do. So there's a couple different videos on how to do that, but once you wrap your head around the math, it's honestly the best sewing project. It's so simple. You could probably make one in like an hour. It's so quick. So I'm going to put lots of links down below on how you can calculate the circle skirt and everything, but I highly recommend you make one. Honestly, they're so adorable and they're really actually easy. One thing you have to make are these pajama shorts. I feel like pajama shorts are a great beginner friendly project because not only are they pants, which kind of gives you more like confidence when it comes to sewing, because pants like seem really scary, but they're also pajama pants, so like if you mess up it doesn't really matter because you're gonna go to sleep anyway. But I don't think you will mess up because they're super easy to make. I also found this pattern that like has these little ruffles on the leg edge, which I think is so cute. It kind of reminds me of that bloomer trend that's been happening, but it's more like subtle and more wearable for every day. It's pretty much the same as the other pattern, but you just have like a little ruffle along the edge, which would be super easy to do. You literally just like cut a strip of fabric, fold it over to hem it, and then just like gather it and sew it on. So it would be super easy, and I think it really pays off. I think it looks super great. Another pattern I found that I think is great is this like panties pattern. I know it's kind of weird that it says it's for panties, but I would personally use this as like an activewear thing, or like wearing under dresses as like safety shorts. They're honestly so expensive. Like I just bought some I'm literally wearing like activewear pants, you probably can't see them, and they were like $60. So if you can sew your own, you'll save a lot of money, and this pattern seems really simple, so I highly recommend you give it a go if you like wearing like safety shorts or like activewear shorts. I also found this wide leg culottes tutorial, which is amazing. I think they look so professional, and if you pick a lovely fabric like a nice linen or a nice cotton, they'll look really professional, and they'll also be great for work or school if you have to go to those things, but you can obviously sew them yourself. They've got these deep pockets and this elastic waist again, which will be super easy to sew and will be really comfortable. There's also this paper bag waist pattern, which would be super easy again. It's all elasticated, it's got this wider legs, which I think is super flattering, and I think it'd be really comfortable. Like pajama shorts, pajama pants are also a great thing to sew. They're super easy to make and they're really cozy, and this pattern also allows you to make pants for the whole family, so you can make them for your kids, for your friends, for your partner, whoever you want to make a pattern for. You can literally make matching pajamas for everyone, which would be super cute and really impressive as a beginner. I also love this wrap skirt. It's tie-up again, so if you mess up on the measurements it doesn't really matter, but I think it looks beautiful. There's got this ruffle along the edge which is so chic and makes it look so professional, but would be super easy to do. And there's also this longer wrap skirt which I think is gorgeous. It's so feminine and would be great for winter or like the transitioning months. Be so easy to sew, and it doesn't have the ruffle, so it's not as girly, but I think it still looks really cute. Here's another paper bag waist pattern. It's a little bit different and it's got this really cute tie. I think it would be super easy to sew, and the paper bag waist is flattering on all body types, so I think it'd be really versatile. Everyone needs a cute pair of shorts in summer, so I found this really adorable pattern. They use this beautiful linen which I think looks gorgeous, and I think the cut that they picked is so flattering. But if you're not really into that super duper short, you can also use this other pattern which is again adorable. I love the like elasticated waist they use. I think it's so pretty, and they will have really deep pockets, so they'll be really great to hold all your stuff. There's also these knit pants. I personally find knit pants quite difficult to sew, but depends on your confidence level. This would probably be better as like a more advanced beginner sewing pattern, but it would be still super easy. And I think knit pants are so cozy and look so chic, and a really nice drapey knit, so it would be a great pattern. Since it's knit, it doesn't have a zipper or anything like that, so it would be honestly really quick to sew once you get used to sewing knits. I also found this simple pencil skirt which I think is gorgeous. I really want to make it. It's so classy. You can wear it with like a cute crop top, or you can dress it up with like a nice sweater and some jewellery, some little booties. Be so great for literally any season of the year. Be really versatile, and again I think it would be super quick to sew, really easy. There's not very many pattern pieces, and you do have to put a zipper in, but I don't think it'd be too difficult. Just read through the instructions again and you'll be sorted. There's also this adorable skirt that I keep going on about because I really want to make it and I just haven't gone around to it. It's got this elasticated waist. It's like honestly like a big rectangle, but it's got this elasticated waist, these giant pockets to hold all your stuff, and I think it's gorgeous. And then lastly I have this slip skirt. So it is cut on the bias, which is like the sideways direction of the fabric, so it might be a little bit challenging, but once you get used to cutting on the bias it should be super simple. And it's literally 2 pattern pieces, so you just have to like sew them together, add an elastic band for the waist, and that's done. So it would be super easy once you get used to sewing on the bias. Okay, now we're on to dresses, which is my favourite thing to sew. So first up we have this like big sack big sack dress that has this like little elasticated top with this ruffle, and then it just kind of hangs off you, so it would be great for summer when it's just like so hot and you just don't want to wear anything. This would be so comfortable. I also found this shirred dress which I think is gorgeous. You just like shirr the top and elasticate it, and then the bottom is just so flowy. Be so nice to just swirl around in. I've made a dress like this and it's so lovely to like twirl in because it's just so voluminous. But shirring is just so magical. I also found this bodycon shirring dress, so instead of just shirring the top you literally just keep shirring all the way down, and it looks so amazing. You can show off that figure, and I think it would be super easy to make. It would take a long time because you've got to shirr like the entire thing right round, but I think it would be so worth it in the end. There's also this amazing baby doll dress. I love baby doll dresses. I think they're so cute. They're super great in the summer, but they're also great to wear like in the winter as well, just dressed up with a turtleneck. And this one is super easy. They didn't even use a pattern. They literally just traced a t-shirt they owned and made the pattern from that. So it's great if you don't own a printer or something, you can just make it at home, and it would be super easy to make. It's just like 2 pieces for the top and then just like a rectangle gathered for the skirt. So again, super simple, and it really pays off. It looks amazing. If you like a bit more modest dresses, there's also this one that's super long, has these great sleeves and this v-neck. It really reminds me of like that cottagecore kind of look that's been going around, and I think it's really beautiful, especially if you picked a really nice floral print. It'd be super pretty. I also love this like apron dress. Again, it would be so great to layer. It's super simple. You do have to make some buttonholes, but I think it would be pretty simple, and I think the payoff looks gorgeous, especially in the fabric they picked. Like this rust colour is so pretty, but you could obviously use any fabric you like. I love the fit of it, and I think it would be super simple. It's got like a little bit of gathering again, but it's not too complicated, so I'm sure you'd manage. There's also this jumpsuit that I know isn't a dress, but I thought I'd just add it in for a little bit of different things. It's just completely oversized, so it'd be super simple to sew again. There's no closures, nothing, and you just throw it on and go. So it'd be super simple to make, super simple to wear. I think it'd be great. You could also try belting it, which would add a little bit more like figure hugging, but it's up to you. This boho dress has been going all around the internet, like I've been seeing it everywhere, and for good reason because it's gorgeous. It's got this like beautiful deep V. I think it's so flattering, and these beautiful sleeves. I think it'd be great. You'd have to use like a nice fabric, I think, like a flowy one, like a viscose or a rayon or something like that. Be so lovely to wear in the summer months. And I think this again is probably like a more advanced beginner, maybe not your first project, but I think it would be so beautiful. And I mean, you probably could do it as your first project, but you'd have to be very confident. Now a great thing to do as your first like ever project would be this slip dress. It's so simple, there's like no shaping, you just throw it on and head out the door, but I think it's really chic, especially with like some cute boots or sandals and like a nice hairdo. It would look really nice, and I know a lot of people that wear dresses like this and it's actually really flattering, so I highly recommend you give this one a go. Again, with the elastic, I also found this dress that I think is gorgeous. I really want to make it. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, some sort of vintage like prairie vibes, but I'm here for it. I think it's so pretty and it would be really easy to make. Lastly, I just have this other shirt dress. I know I've been putting a lot of shirring in this video, but I honestly think it's a game changer when it comes to beginners. Once you get used to shirring, it's so easy to do and it's really versatile. You can make anything fit you perfectly without having to do like math and like change patterns and make them like fit you properly and do darts and all that jazz. But anyway, this one is gorgeous. I love the puff sleeves and I think it's super pretty. Be great for summer again or layering up in winter. Okay, lastly we've got some two-piece sets, so I've got 4 to show you. So this first one is just like this boxy top and then these pants. I think it's gorgeous. It would be so chic. You could either wear them together or you could wear them separately. It would also kind of double as like a sleeping outfit depending on what fabric you use, but I think it's really pretty and it would be so nice in a lovely linen. It's also really simple to make because these pants again are elasticated and the top is just like a boxy top you can just throw over whatever you're wearing. Also got this like really ruffly cute little set. It's got this like spaghetti strap little ruffly top and then these ruffly shorts, which is super cute. There's also this cord set which is adorable. I love the top especially. I love how it's got this elasticated waistband. I think it would be super flattering. And the last one is just this super cute one. I love the puff sleeves on the top, and again there's shirring, which is super easy and super flattering. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you some inspiration. I know it can be really frustrating when you're a beginner and you just want to dive in and sew a garment, but you have no idea where to start and it's really intimidating and overwhelming. So I hope this gave you some idea on what you can make. Honestly, I recommend just picking a pattern, buying the fabric and diving head first. If it fails, it's just fabric, you know, like it doesn't really matter. Just throw away your worries and just give it a go. Like there's nothing wrong with failing, there's nothing wrong with messing up, and you can always like reuse the fabric later if you messed up. Like it's not that big a deal. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I've also made some other pattern compilations I'll put up here, and please let me know down below if there's anything you'd like to see from me. Like, do you want tutorials? Do you want more pattern compilations? What would you like? I'm all ears, and I'll see you next time. Bye!